Afternoon and good morning, Professor. I'm here to present about my mobile application development for Android, the Quiz app. So as you can see here, I have a quiz application, and then it detects whether I answer true or false and checks whether the answer is correct, because I made a check for answer function here, check answer, and then these questions are loaded using a question bank. Load question bank, I think. Question function which is supposed to, yeah, this load question bank is gonna load 20 different questions, and I made the questions into uh, resource string values, so when they get how do you say translated into different languages, they will change. So I imported the XML string values for the change in language. Based on that, I also imported it in the manifest file that would detect local language. So, okay, let's start. So I answer true, and then it changes the color and it of the background. The color of the background is done with a get random color. I imported like 5 random colors with a resource file as well in colors, and then based on this it will be randomized from the code, so I don't have to set different colors for each. It will always be random, and then the questions will not have the same color all the time. So yeah, and I also did a save state, so when you change the orientation of your file, it will also change. I did that by setting Android manifest orientation. I also added screen size because that's also needed, and then it would config, not just that, on configuration. It sets on configuration change new config. So yeah, I set that there as well, and it will work the same. And then I also made a dialog box here, a toast, I mean, to display like if your answer is correct or false. And then I did this 20 questions. Yep. And then your score 13 over 20. I have a score before that was 5 over 20. So from your what you asked us to do, it will become 18 and then over 40. So let's just go back to the normal orientation. Let's get average. So yeah, 18 over 40. So yeah, and it works by storing the previous scores in a file, quiz results in a file, previous answers, correct answers in a file, and previous total questions in a file as well. Double checks them, gets them again, increments them when you save total quiz, and then save results to file. It works like that. And then I also made a function that could reset saved results, which would get that file, erase it, and then it would not see anything here anymore. I can also change total questions, which prompts another dialog box who would ask like, do you want to change the total number of questions? I set them here, but yeah, you can manually write it, but I just set it here because I kind of like it like this. So if I choose 10, the questions become 10, and then the dialog box moves accordingly with 10. So it's 5 for 10. I save results, get average, it's gonna be 5 for 10. If I don't save results, it's not gonna save anything. Ignore, get average, it's still 5 over 10, works the same way. So yeah, also this I took into account your constraints about using fragments. I have a question fragment here and an XML for that question fragment. I also, these are the colors, XML for the ones I added before, the main menu, I mean, for these options. I've also been implemented. And yeah, I've I hope this also with the changes I made with the strings XML, I made Tagalog and English, so it would, assuming it would like check the local for the config, check the local and then change the language. That's how I understood, and this is how I made the how to change the language. These are the total question options for when you're changing the language. I made an resource file for the string values as requested. So thank you for watching my presentation.